Team, something a little bit different from me this week. Okay, normally I'm the one filming with my iPhone, but something a little bit different. I've got Josh, videographer, to travel all the way down from Glasgow to film me do Outlaw 70.3. Now, in terms of Outlaw 70.3, it's a bit of a beast. Okay, it's a triathlon that consists of a 1.2 mile swim, followed by a 56-mile bike ride, and then a half marathon at the end of it. I have not trained specific triathlon at all, okay? I train HYROX, I'm a HYROX athlete, so this is going to be a humbling experience. In terms of expectations, I don't really know what to expect. I haven't swam since October. I don't spend a heap amount of time on the bike, but my running's pretty good, so let's see what happens. I would love something that starts with a 5, and if I get under a 5, wow, but I am not expecting that by any means. But yeah, this is me 3.5 weeks out from the HYROX World Championships, doing something that is not HYROX at all, but I want to test myself physically and mentally in a completely different domain, and what better than a big beast of a triathlon. So what I'll do is I'll show you what we get up to, going through the full process. I'm all a bit new to it, so I'm having to pull on Zoe's expertise, given that she's done a full Outlaw before. I don't know how she did that, but madness. And yeah, what we get up to beforehand, all the carbs in the world, tomorrow's humbling experience, and yeah, hopefully it's a good one. And at this time my hands are free. Monument Media is going to be documenting the whole thing for me. Let's go. So next step, I've come to do Outlaw 70.3 and I actually don't have a wetsuit. I did have one because I swam 10k years ago. It took me about 4 hours and I got cramp every like few hundred meters. So I can swim, don't worry, but I need to go and get a wetsuit. This is key part. So hoob or hub, how are they pronounced? Just hoob. It looks like hoob, but Zoe said hub. I'm gonna say hoob. Hoob are actually gonna fit me up with one, and I'm gonna rent one for tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm Harvey, so I've got sun cream all over my hands. So we've got a few different ranges here. I'm going to try and put you in the best suit possible because you are going to fly. You're going to fly in this, mate.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
This has got 1 mil in the upper body, which completely make you feel free.
Yeah.
Free enough. When you're looking at the legs, you've got about 5 mil in your legs. It's going to prop you lower. Men naturally swoop in the water, so we like drag our legs because we're denser down here.
And I do that as well.
So this is going to prop you right up in the water, so you're going to be swimming on top of it.
Unreal.
So you're less snaking. Snaking is obviously when you're like kind of attacking things. So
be gliding.
I think you're going to be gliding there for sure. We'll try a large. And then we can work our way from that. I mean, I won't tell you about all of them, but I want to put you in the best suit possible, and that's going to make you feel fresh. You look cool as well. Serious, it's a serious.
I'm going to look like a serious guy at the start line.
Definitely, for sure. Right, you hold on to that for now.
Mate. Yeah.
We'll come right here.
Yeah.
Get you into our fitting room. And so you put a sweatsuit on before in general. You know, about just work it up to your hips first, one arm at a time. And as soon as you've got to a point where you think you might need help, just come out, I'll be here, and I'll wait for it. Yeah, all good. Ultimate reveal.
Smash it away.
Mate.
Yeah?
Smash that. I can give you a few nudges around.
Yeah.
Looks good though. Right, so in the legs, just want to thin it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Size of quads on you, mate. That's all the HYROX, isn't it?
That's all that lunging, mate.
How do your shoulders feel? Do you feel okay?
Very free, yeah. I had a wetsuit ages ago and I like went cheap and cheerful. I know what you mean, like it restricts you quite a lot, doesn't it? Whereas this is just like, really
bang
free.
on, mate. That's perfect fit. Don't really need to do much else with you. Ready for it, mate?
I am, mate. I can't wait.
Look good, mate.
Look good, feel good. That's a top tip.
Yeah.
Mate, you're a legend. Absolute amateur I am. Honestly, mate, the amount I've had to spend on this sport is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's got to be like that. It's upside down. Okay, right, I think that's us set now. That's for the morning. That's numbers for the morning. Smashing. Right, let's go to bike transition. Yep, so apparently he's going to make my life a lot easier tomorrow. But also it won't make my wallet a lot easier because they're £150. But they're a must-have apparently. Thought?
Oh, it is. Yeah, they are light. They're not that light.
I know, yeah.
Are there things in there?
Must be. We're about to meet my triathlon consultant. So any issues I've got triathlon, what bike to pick, anything really. Here's the guy. I was just saying
just messaged you saying we're just at the entrance of transition.
I was just saying here's my triathlon consultant. I've been getting 5-minute voice notes on like aero bars, and now I'm.
Has it been helping it?
Yeah, it's been helping me out.
Did you buy them? Did you get the bars?
I did, yeah.
Well done.
I couldn't rock up here without the aero bars. Not after what Justin was saying.
And also I just think like comfort-wise,
Yeah.
not even about speed, but just like you might want to change position.
Yeah. Stretch the hamstrings out a little bit. Yeah.
It will help.
Right, so this is the tri suit for tomorrow. So what's the so talk to me in technical
No,
terms.
you're going to look so professional.
I know, yeah. So I wear it this way round, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no pockets on the back, they're in here. And I've never raced with them there before.
What, is there pockets?
So it'll be new for me as well. Yeah, so the inside. So
Well,
if
just
you want to get your
insets
gel
in
out,
there,
you
yeah.
want to do
Use
it and
them.
grab.
Oh,
grab it
nice.
that way.
What are you doing with your carbs
was a
tomorrow?
fashion
In the
show.
bottles, or have you got gels?
I've got bottles and gels, and I've got some hard stuff as well for like when I'm cycling.
They've not put the Hilltop 21 on this one. So
Oh, it's proper. How do we, right? The debate of today is how do you pronounce hub? Is it hoob or hub? Hoob. I've been saying hoob. Thank God for that.
It's me, I've been saying that.
So this is hoob. I'm going to be all hoobed up tomorrow. Smashing. Happy with that.
That's lovely, I'm kind of jealous.
I know, yeah.
Might
Do you wish you was doing it full? Do you wish you was doing it now?
No.
What, do you not want to wear this suit?
I wish I was running maybe, but not cycling.
So it's directly against this bit, do you think? I reckon that looks about right, doesn't it?
That guy's
So
got
if you
his
can,
really
have you
close
gone
together.
under?
Yeah, I've gone.
Yeah, under them. Yeah, that's perfect.
The guy at the Try Harder shop was like, "Are you good on a bike?" Oh, I'm all right, not that great. Well, yeah, don't worry about carbon bars, mate. You're all right. Just stick the aluminiums. Hey, Dale, no power tools.
Is it a free fall or is it a number?
My toothbrush.
No, it's numbers.
What would you have them up a little bit more?
Yeah, I'd say you're probably going to be more. Basically, the higher these come,
Yeah.
obviously you're not going to put them up here, but the more weight's going to be in there. Obviously, that's a lot easier to lean on that than more like forearm.
Okay. I'll have a little adjust.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, I'll be back.
2 hours.
Do I need to order anything?
3 hours. I'm working off about 50 grams of carbs per hour, which is, if anyone's that interested. Run into here, I get my bike, throw everything off, and then I just keep going with my bike out that way. I'll just follow everybody else.
There's nobody in front of you.
Yeah, if there's no one in front of me, then something's gone wrong. 1023. The Triathlon Amateur. Danny Ray. So, I mean, I'm just going to copy what everyone else is doing. Job's a good one. Look at this guy. He's not playing games, is he? He's got his camelback, duct taped on, tube, good to go. Yeah, this is my I'm going to stick with this dude. Whoever this is, we're going to cycle together tomorrow. You can just pass me your tube and I can just... Anyway, I've not really spoke to anybody about my bike, okay? Now, as you can imagine, or you probably got the vibe already, I'm not really a bike person. Couldn't tell you anything about it, but what I can tell you is it's a Villiers. Group set. Josh, you're going to have to help me out here, mate.
12 speed.
12 speed Shimano special. Smooth transitions with the gears, click click, we're on to the next one. In terms of weight, I mean, it's pretty light or heavy. Disc, we've got disc brakes here. Always feel safe with disc brakes, nice and responsive. I don't think you'll ever see me with a set of electric brakes. Imagine going down a hill at 40 miles per hour and, I don't know, are they Bluetooth? This decides not to work. I like to keep it nice and simple. So yeah, we're rocking the Villiers Triestina with the pinnacles, 2 for £23 from Evan Cycles, with the special pinnacle pump. Alright, in here we've got the saddle pouch, we've got the multi-tool good to go, and look guys, when time is the enemy, you don't want to be pumping up your tyres during a race. CO2 valve, good to go. I've even left the instructions in there because the last thing I want is a little flap when I've got a puncture. I can just refer to that, get back on my steed, and away I go on the home straight for a sub 5 hour. There we go. See you tomorrow. Potato fries.
Oh, now you're just digging me out as well. I don't need to carb load.
Zoe's getting these your little fries?
Yeah.
And then your mac and cheese?
Yeah. I know.
So.
I do need to carb load a little bit.
I have Nando's before everything. HYROX, half Outlaw, day to day, all the time.
It's safe, isn't it?
It's a safe option.
Yeah.
But what I've got for the classic wrap, mash. Now this is really important, right? Because with a mash, what you do is you get the peri-salted fries. You get your peri-salted fries, you dip it in the mash, and together that has a taste concoction like no other. So when you next go to Nando's, fries and mash. We're then going to top that off with some, not actually a huge fan of this to be honest, but carbs are carbs.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese with the crumb. And if that's not enough, we need more carbs.
You really need sweet pie.
Yeah, sweet potato fries. Job's a good one. What have you gone for, Josh?
Pino pizza.
Are you carb loading too?
Yeah.
You need to carb load because you're going to be like
You carb
running.
load, I won't feel as bad. If we're all carb loading together, I don't feel
So
like
Zoe, what are you carb loading for your 25-minute swim?
I think it'll take about 35 minutes.
Yeah,
30
good.
minutes. That's like carb loading for a 5k run, which is you just wouldn't do.
No.
That's alright.
Or,
To be fair, we'll be running around after you all afternoon.
honestly, look at the amount of, look at this. This is just...
Get it all out of the way. There's no ketchup in that fridge, is there?
I'll
Or in
have
the
a look.
cupboard.
Should I get it all laid out, like a nice little banquet? Little spread.
Hot sauce for you.
Anyway, for anyone that's been
Hot's
watching
a
the
bit
video...
brave, the night before.
Oh, I love hot. Anyone's been watching the video can see this huge boil I've got on the side of my face.
Oh, Danny, no.
Should I give him a name?
Don't put that in it.
Frank. I've got toothpaste on it. Yeah, but I need to address the
No,
situation.
you
'cause
don't. No one else is looking at it except you.
Yeah, but when they're watching, to be fair, when I was getting sized up for Hoob, all I could see was Frank just chilling on the side of my face.
No, don't, that's million, especially when I'm eating.
Right, let's tuck in.
Funny.
Right, ready?
Go on, lad.
Ready, look? Simple as that.
Don't look at me. Leave me out of this. Excited?
Well, breakfast is done, and we're now on the way. And yeah, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I'm excited or nervous.
Do you feel tired?
No, not at all.
No.
I don't feel tired, which is good.
That's good.
I just feel like I've been training my body to do 60 minutes of intense exercise, and I'm now about to ask it to go and do 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Who knows what's going to happen?
Definitely not 7, 8. I think you'll be under 6 comfortably. I was thinking last night, I think you'll be like bang on 5.
But
You can go under 5.
because I've not even done a standard distance triathlon. I've done sprints before.
But the thing is, you don't even need to have done a triathlon to have done this before. Like, it's just
Yeah.
putting 3 disciplines together. It's not like you
Yeah.
need to be all swift and like quick
Yeah.
in the transitions. And
Right.
stuff, you know what I mean?
Pro triathlete, Iron Woman, Outlaw Iron Woman.
Yeah.
What's your top tips?
I just don't. If you get out that swim, fine. Like, you'll be absolutely fine.
You're
I
really
don't know why
worried
I'm worried about
about
the
the swim.
swim. Yeah.
My
It's
mum-
because you've not. It's been years since you've done anything like that.
My mum was a lifeguard. They used to have to coach me out with chocolate bars when I was a kid.
And the bike, I think, like, I just don't want you to underestimate it.
Darling, trust me. I'm like.
If you go in thinking it's going to be really, really tough, like, you might be okay, but like, don't go in thinking, oh, it's going to be a breeze.
Do you really think I'm sat here thinking 3 hours on the bike is going to be a breeze?
No, I know.
I'm thinking.
At least you've got the TT bars now.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not prepped for this, but
You'll be fine. I'm
It's
excited for you. The second I finish the swim, like, I'm done, so I can come watch you and support and stuff. Make sure you put your live location on so we can track you.
yeah. All I want is to be able to come out the other side of it with no injuries,
Unscathed, yeah.
unscathed, so I can get straight back into training.
Yeah.
But having experienced, you know, all the chafing, all the aches,
I think you'll
maybe
be fine with
maybe a
that.
few cramps. No, but this is like, it's like if I have it, it's great. It's just
Yeah,
I just want something that's a bit different where my body's like, yep, you've tested me.
yeah.
Go back to HYROX. I haven't. I've got to swim 1900 metres. I've not swam since October. I checked my Strava. I was like, when was the last time I swam? I think it was February. Nope, October. 1000 metres average pace. 1:47 per 100. I was like, all right. Clicked on it, moving time 29 minutes. So that was as part of an interval session. God knows.
Cheers, mate, all the best.
So guys, if anyone's wondering why I've got my helmet on, that's a safety precaution. So before you go into transition, you have to prove that your helmet does up and it fits. I'll be joining that queue in a bit as well. So this is me. Nothing too exciting going to happen now. Just going to get this set up. You've got to run, get Zoe, swim like a fish. But the next time you see me here will be after the swim when I get ready to go on the bike. But yeah, I'm going to lay everything out in a similar fashion to these guys. I'm just going to copy what they're doing. I need to meet the guy with the camelback. Right, see you in a bit. Try and put down a 120. Just take it there. Caramel and chocolate slice with the ice cream. Josh is now filming because he's had his pudding, and now it's my turn to have pudding. Look at that. I said to Zoe earlier, I was like, what do I like always crave but don't eat? And here we go. This is not something I'd eat ever really, but seeing as I've just done a Outlaw half, it's going down range. Well, I don't even think I've said my time yet. I got 5 hours 5 minutes, and I wanted something that started with a 5, so I'm really happy. When me and Zoe were doing predictions, Zoe actually predicted I was going to get 5:40. I thought I was going to get about 5:15. I really didn't know what to expect, and to be honest, I didn't know what to expect from the swim. I did not know what to expect from the bike. I did know that I'd run under an hour and a half for the half marathon. So yeah, I was like maybe 5:15, but 5:05 really happy with. I think sub 5 would be on with probably like a month's training, and that training would be focused on transitions and swimming. But yeah, bottom line up front, I said it at the start of the video, I haven't really done any specific training for this. And I very much just train a hybrid split. And I love the fact that being able to train like that gives you the freedom to rock up to an event. I say rock up. You know, I give the event so much respect. It was really hard. But I mean, you know, go to an event and come through the other end unscathed. And that's sort of testament to the training that I do with my coach, Dan. You know, a mixture of everything, strength, running, and HYROX, and it set me up well for today. So yeah, I haven't swam since October because I checked Strava. I've got my Zwift. I do a little bit of cycling, but road cycling, I've done 2 cycles on the road in probably the last 18 months, and that's been the last couple of weeks since I got my new bike. So yeah, that's why I wasn't expecting a crazy fast time, but I was really happy with 5 hours 5 minutes. I was pretty much blown away with it, to be honest. The swim, I had no idea what I was doing. I couldn't get into a rhythm. When I swim, normally I like breathe every 2 strokes, which is quite a lot of breathing. Some people do like every 4 strokes. And after doing that for sort of 400 meters, my neck was killing me. I was all over the gaff. I was swimming off to the wrong direction. I had to get the kayak people to pull me back on board. And then I eventually found my rhythm and everything was all good. Wetsuit was gleaming. Thank you very much, Harvey. Smashed it there. And then as I'm getting out of the water after swimming for 1900 meters, because my legs had been so rigid for the whole time, I cramped up straight away. And I just stood up in the water about 20 meters from the stairs, and that's when I seen you, Josh, and I was just like, oh, I literally can't move. My muscles were just fully cramped. And trying to walk after swimming for that long, it's like your body doesn't know what to do. It's like you're learning to walk again. Legs were like jelly, head was a bit dizzy, and I'm like, what is going on here? So yeah, probably if I'd practiced that in training, I might have been used to that, but no, got out of the water, cramped up straight away. Transitions weren't exactly the slickest thing. I had everything laid out as per everybody else, but I've seen people come into transitions and they're like getting dressed on the move, or they're declothing themselves on the move, or they're coming in on their bike on one pedal where they've got the shoes attached to their bike already. Like everything, I'm not, you know, a triathlete at that level, so I tried to go for it slow and methodical, make sure I had everything, I wasn't missing anything. And 10 years later, I eventually got on the bike. Or 10 years later, I eventually got my running trainers on. So yeah, transitions, not well oiled, definitely need some rehearsing. And I think they were an eyesore for Zoe to watch. She was like, Dan, come on, screw them that. I think my overall transition time was like 13 minutes. Don't get me wrong, they were long, but there's a lot of time spent just baffing, to be honest. But yeah, the bike, absolutely loved the bike. I kept looking at my heart rate and I was at like 120, 130. And I was like, this is great. I'm sort of cruising here. I wanted to average 20 miles per hour. And I thought that was probably going to be overzealous, but I actually managed to do that, I think. I wanted to do the bike in 248. I did it in 247, so happy with that. Absolutely loved the bike. And I think I wasn't in like the faster waves. So when I started on one of the back waves, I was kind of like picking people off gradually. So I thought, I'm absolutely killing this. But it turns out I was just sort of doing a very mediocre bike. The bike, I think, is where you really get the fast times. Obviously the swim as well. And then the run, Zoe warned me. She said, your legs are going to feel good. Don't go off too quick. Legs felt amazing for about 2 or 3 kilometers. And then it feels like when you first run after the sleds on a HYROX, your legs are really compromised, full of lactic acid. And that's what that run felt like, but for the whole time. I feel like my legs were that sort of cooked from the bike. Bearing in mind, I didn't really push the bike. I wasn't able to get my heart rate that high. I stayed around 160. So I was basically running that half marathon at a tempo effort. And yeah, I managed to get like a 126 half marathon. But when I seen you in transition, I think I said something like, I'm going to go smash out a 120 half marathon, because that's how good I felt. I felt really, you know, I felt like I'd chilled out on the bike and I was able to put down a good time. But after like 3K, I was like, what's going on with the legs? They just didn't want to, they couldn't push anymore, but my heart rate was really steady. But what I did find was helping me a lot was gels. Like, we have gels and you recommend gels and like, yeah, carbs, happy days, you know, that's what's going to give you energy. But like, kind of overlook it ever so slightly. But I was having these gels with electrolytes in, and they were literally fixing my legs in like the space of a couple of minutes. Like if I started to dip, I'd have a gel, I'd have a new set of legs again for 10 minutes, and I'd start to feel that dip again. So what I started to do towards the end of the run was just smashing loads of gels. I must have had like a gel at every station. At one point, I genuinely think I had about 8 or 9 gels on that run. Probably a little bit of overkill, but it was stopping me cramping. It was all the electrolytes and the salts were stopping me cramping. So yeah, I know I've absolutely waffled on that debrief. But yeah, absolutely loved it. we'll definitely do one again. I don't know if I'll train specifically too much for it. I think I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and just go and sort of do these things for enjoyment. Like I said, I wanted to sort of test my physical and mental aptitude in a different domain, and it absolutely ticked that box. So yeah, really happy with that. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this YouTube, something a little bit different. Josh is behind the camera. I've enjoyed this dynamic so much more. Like when I'm filming myself, it can be a little bit awkward. You don't really have anyone to interact with, but this is like, I mean, if I could do this every time, I would, but maybe a mixture of this and my organic stuff for the future. But if you like this type of video, let me know in the comments. And thank you to everyone who got this far. Thank you everyone for the support. Thank you to my coach, Dan. Thank you to the Tri coach, Justin, for all the tips, advice, and the Tri suit. And thank you to all of you for watching this vlog, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm now going to smash this in and go to bed because I've got to go to work at 4:30 in the morning. Bye.